We are live on Showtime. What's up, boys and girls? Hope you guys and you ladies are having an amazing day today. If you came to this video and you want to be a better trader, I'm going to help you do that. Make sure you guys subscribe, hit the like button, and let's go ahead and dive straight in, guys. Today on BTBD, tickers in the top left-hand corner. Go ahead and check this one out. Pull it up so you guys can follow along. I'm on the 5-minute time frame right here, but I was able to catch a nice 60% move right here on this bad boy. Cashed in on a full 60%. And I want to go over exactly why I picked this stock. So stock selection, very important. Why did I pick this one? And my overall thoughts of like what I saw in the market today. So hopefully you guys can start catching some of these yourself. Now, if you guys want one-on-one training from me, the link is up top right here. Excuse me. Well, it says it up top. The link is down below in the description and the top pin comment, guys. I live trade with my one-on-one students every single day. So they were also able to catch this move here as well. If you guys want my commentary, you want to trade with me every single day, apply with the first link down below. So when I first sat down at the computer, guys, I sit down at the computer at 6:30 a.m., but I want to be very clear here, guys. You don't really need to be that early. If I was you guys, I would start looking at the market at around 8 a.m. At 8 a.m. is really when we start to get volume start to flood in the market. There's more setup opportunities, and more than anything, there's big risk to reward opportunities where you can risk, let's say 5, 10, 15% and go for a possible 60%, kind of like I did today. So if I was you guys, I would probably start to get to the computer around 8 a.m. Now, a big part of my trading, guys, is I have this top gainers list over here. Again, I'm a momentum day trader, which means I am trading the stocks that are moving the top percentage gain in the market. So I don't want to get the entire pie. I just want to get a piece of the pie. So every day I sit down on the computer, this is the very first thing that I do is I come over here to the top gainers list. I start at the top and I work my way down to the bottom to look for breakout opportunities, which I'm going to go over here in just a second. Also, very, very important, guys, I have my turbo trader set up over here so I can get in and out with one click of a button. This is very important. I use this today. I also have group orders down here where I can easily go in with a stop loss and a take profit, which I use today to catch that 60% move. So whenever I sat down at the computer today, it's Monday, I'm here, I'm at the computer. One of the very first stocks that I seen break out today was BTAI. So when I sit down at the computer, I see BTAI. It breaks out right here at 7 a.m. So for all of you newer traders, I never catch the first move, and I don't really worry about the price action before 6 a.m. too much. Whenever I sit down at the computer, basically what I'm looking for is like the high in either after hours or the pre-market section. So when I sat down at the computer at around 6:30 today, I can see that this high level was right here around 177. So I just take a horizontal line right here, right? Boom. If I wanted to delete that horizontal line, drag that down so I can see the breakout level is right here around 177. Now for me, I'm on the 5-minute time frame right here. So to keep it simple for you newer traders, I'm just waiting for a 5-minute candle to break above 177, which it did right here, and close above it. So for a green candle, the bottom part is the open, right? And then the top part right here is the close. So we can see right here, and if you guys want to take a look at the time, right here at 7 a.m. is when BTAI closed above 177. So this is considered a breakout using my strategy. Now, very important right here, what I'm looking for here really is I want to see continuation. So on BTAI on the 5-minute time frame, we get the close right here, and then notice this next candle. So on this next candle, we start to make our move up, and we're moving up, right? But we start to get rejected. And this second candle ends up closing red. So we're not able to get any continuation right here on this setup. So I decided to sit BTAI out. And then one of the next stocks that broke out was HCTI. So if I pull up HCTI, you can see the exact same thing. This was the high of the day. We break out right here at 7:10 a.m. And then this is where the 5-minute candle closes. And then you can see from there, we just immediately get rejected. Sellers step in, the next candle closes red, and we're not getting any continuation at all. So I decided to sit out on HCTI as well. So I'm continuing to watch the market. Okay, let's see what else is breaking out. So next up, I see COMM. So COMM makes this massive move right here. I mean, guys, like the thing about it is you can never really predict when stocks are just going to gap up like this. Right here at COMM broke out at 7:50 a.m. So right here, this thing just rocketed up on the 5-minute time frame. I mean, if you were scalping on the 1 minute, I guess you could have caught some of this move. I waited for the 5-minute candle to close right here. And then again, this next candle closes red. We're just not getting much continuation here. Again, I decided to sit this one out. And that was really the entire story of pre-market. I was like, man, we're just not getting any continuation on any of these stocks. None of them are truly running like I want them to be. And then finally, going near market open, we see BTBD pop up on the top gainers list. So it pops up on the scanner here. I'm watching it as it makes this move at 9:05 and then 9:10. And the thing that I'm waiting for here is a pullback, guys. So as soon as we get this pullback right here at about 9:15, I set my horizontal line. My breakout level is now going to be this 276 level. So if I zoom all the way in here, guys, you can easily see this was the high right here, boom, on this candle, and then we open right here at 276, and immediately sellers start to hop in and push this candle all the way down, and we close down here. Now you can see we wicked up to this price right here, close to 282, but I don't worry about the wick. I only use the body of the candle. So I put my horizontal line across right here. Very simple, right? So now I set my alert on this. I right click on my line, set my alert, and now I'm just waiting for a breakout of that level. And we really get a pretty deep pullback here going into market open. I mean, if we take a look at the highs right here, like how deep this pullback was, I wasn't quite sure if BTBD was going to be able to bounce back, about 37%. But I did take a look at it, and there were a couple things that I did like about BTBD. Number one, there was not a clear winner in the market yet. There was not really a big runner. And then also, too, if you take a look at BTBD, if I drag this over a little bit, what you'll be able to see is the free float on this bad boy. This free float right here is only 3.1 million. Okay, this is a very low free float. Free float is just the amount of shares available out to trade for retail traders. And typically, the lower this number, the more volatile. Like when a stock is really running over 150, 200%, it's typically because the free float is below 10 million. You guys should really start paying attention to that. It's one of the many things that I back tested. Again, if you guys want one-on-one training, just FYI, I don't trade with emotions. I don't trade with intuition. I've now back tested over 1,500 plus breakouts. So I know exactly what to look for. I know exactly what works as far as free float, market cap, time of the day, price of the stock, price of the breakout level, continuation, all of those things. I'm not guessing. I actually know because I track the data. And you don't have a crystal ball. I don't have a crystal ball. You don't have a crystal ball. I know you can't tell the future. So the only way you can make decisions in trading is based off of historical data, which I have tracked over 1,500 trades now. So I've been able to find some pretty direct correlations to win rate. So I'm with my one-on-one students right here, and I just basically let them know, going into market open right here, my big watch is going to be BTBD. I'm looking for a breakout of this level. So right here at 9:40 a.m., which is a great time frame from 9:30 a.m. all the way to 10, we get this breakout right here. So basically, the way I played this one was I had risk off for this one. So I knew this was one of the better looking setups. However, there was two things that I didn't want to happen. Number one, I didn't want to take too much risk on this one. And then number two, also, I wanted to be able to ride this bad boy up if it really started running because that free float was so low. So if the breakout was very strong and we got strong price action, I wanted to be able to ride it up. So over here on Turbo Trader, what I was able to do is I was able to go in with a group order, but instead of using a take profit, I just turned my take profit off. So typically stop loss and take profit maybe about 15. I just turned take profit off on this one because my plan was I was going to drag the stop loss up and try and get more of this run. So as soon as we break out right here, as soon as this 5-minute candle closes, I hit the buy button right here. As soon as this 5-minute candle closes, I hit buy at market with my stop loss right here at 15%. And boom, I get filled right here at this price right here. Okay, cool. So immediately I get rewarded. Fortunately enough for me, BTBD had very strong price action as soon as it broke out. I mean, it really didn't pull back much at all. From where I got in at right here, we only pulled back, if I take a look, we only pulled back 1%, okay? So I originally had my stop loss down at 15%, which put it all the way down here. But as soon as I get in, you see we make this beautiful move over the next 5 minutes, and I'm already up over 37%. So that's exactly why I didn't set myself a take profit. Because if I would have set myself a take profit, and let's say I would have set it at 15, 20%, I would have had to drag that take profit up, and there's a good chance maybe that I was late, and it would have hit my take profit because this move happened very quick. So as soon as this happens, unfortunately, we get halted right here on the start of this next 5-minute candle. But at this point, I'm already up 37% in my position. I've already taken my stop loss, which was popped up on my screen right here, and I moved it towards break even. So I got it a little bit above break even because I know these halts are very unpredictable. I was hoping that this bad boy would just like halt, gap up after the halt. But unfortunately, we get unhalted right here after 5 minutes, and it opens up red. Now, I'm watching it on the 1-minute time frame at this point because I'm really trying to figure out where exactly I want to put my stop loss at, because I know at this point I'm up almost 40%. I know these halts, like they could take a poop right after, and I wanted to make sure I caught at least maybe 5 to 10% on this move. So we get unhalted, we start this move down right here, and then right after that, buyers start to step in right here, and I see this candle trying to turn green. It tried to turn green multiple times, but it didn't quite turn green. It closed red, but as soon as this next 5-minute candle opened, you can see that there's almost no bottom wick on it. We immediately shot up, broke through this previous high right here, and we actually closed above the wick right here, which was really strong price action, and that's when we make this beautiful move up to $5.59. So for me, immediately at this point, guys, I'm already up. I mean, at the peak right here, I was up over 81%. So at this point, I'm zoomed in on the 1 minute time frame. I've moved my stop loss completely up to this point. I think it was around 476, 477, 478, somewhere around this level is where I ended up getting out at. And then as soon as we start to pull back on this candle right here, I get stopped out here for a nice 60% move right here. And fortunately enough for me, you know, selling at the top is really a myth. I wouldn't have been surprised if this thing would have pulled back and then continued to move up because the free float was so low. But, you know, fortunately enough for me, it makes me feel a little bit better that this continued to pull back. So I sold very, very close to the top right here. I sold about 20% away from the top. So that's the way I was able to catch this move, guys. This is exactly where I entered, exactly where I exited, how I played it, what buttons I pressed. Hopefully this video was valuable to you if you're a newer trader or if you're an experienced trader, guys. This is the type of strategy that I use. And again, I've tracked over 1,500 plus breakouts, so I know what works. I don't guess. If you guys want one-on-one trading from me, click the link down below. I'll see you guys in the next video. Deuces.